Hey guys, welcome back to the F.I.G podcast. I'm Isan, and here are my co-hosts.
My name's Gaz.
My name's F.I.G.
And today we got a special guest on the podcast, Shahriz Aziz, also known to us as Uncle Riz.
Yo, this is Riz.
Oh,
Ho ho!
yo, so cool.
Alright, today we're going to review Terminator 1, and let's get started. Huh? Riz. So Riz. So, just give us your overall thoughts on the movie.
All right. Thank you, Isana. Thank you, guys, and thanks for inviting me over the show. I'm a big fan. I really like what you guys are doing. There's nothing better than watching a movie and talking about it after. That's the best way to appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. So Terminator, it came out in 1984. So I was 10 then. So I was in US at the time and I couldn't watch it because it was rated R. So I caught it actually quite late. And then my parents at the time bought a VCR a bit later than everybody else. But it has a special place because that was one of the first VCRs I had. So I remember I had Rocky 4 and Terminator. And I just was absolutely impressed with Terminator. It was such a classic. It's a completely original show. So I have a lot of fond memories there. Terminator. Directed by James Cameron. That was his second movie. His first movie was Piranha 2, if you didn't know. And then that was a complete garbage. So it's like only somebody with real foresight could actually see what he could become. And then Terminator really actually put him on the map. So I look at Terminator as a wholly original idea. This whole concept of a cyborg coming back from the future to the past to kill the mother of the leader of the resistance in the future, and then the leader of the resistance sends somebody else back who ends up being his father. That whole concept. When we had and then it got expanded in T2 as well. But essentially, that whole concept, right, was essentially so mind blowing actually at the time. It's like that whole linear, the loop, and it kind of revolutionized the whole time traveling genre. But I think the best part about the show, right, is simplicity. It's like the fact that you just had this cyborg who was just completely determined to actually kill Sarah, and you could see from the beginning until the end, the whole relentless, the whole chasing, and right until the end, right. It's like you could really feel the suspense and the. So some of the special effects, have actually got aged by now, but essentially the suspense and all that is still there. So I think.
Would you say that the movie still holds up?
Yeah, I think the only thing that has aged actually is the special effects. Yes. For me, one of my favorite parts of the show, right, was, and the one that I remember most, right, was the scene in the hotel room when he started carving out his eye, right? Yeah. So I remember first time. I was 10 or 12 when I watched it. I was like horrified by that. And because you could really feel it, right? It's like carving the thing out. Now, if you look at it, it's like you clearly see it's like it's not him and all that. But
But at that time, right?
But at that time,
Because you never
amazing.
seen such
that's
good
right. Yeah, and you could actually see the first time what is inside him.
Yeah.
The
And the
thing was
red eye.
moving, the red eye and all that, right? Oh wow, that was
amazing.
an amazing scene. So essentially, the way that James Cameron directed it with such a low budget, that bit just holds up until now.
It's like 6 million of them.
Yeah, 6
But they
million.
can do like that.
Yeah,
Especially with the sword.
that's right. I remember one scene, right, where Arnold smashes his hand through the windshield.
Okay.
So I remember looking at the making of it, right? It was basically stationary, and then they had a machine to punch through this, and then they had like the background moving. So it's like so creative and how they got it out. So that's why I'm probably alone in saying this, right? But I still think that Terminator 1, is
Amazing.
actually better than the rest, even better than T2.
Yeah,
I mean, I
because
thought
of the
T2,
horror,
the
that thriller kind of
exactly,
feeling, right?
just that quasi science fiction and horror and such a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd just like to add to that. Now, I mean, like looking back at the movie, if you think about it, like watching it now, it's actually more relevant now because like AI, like we're getting closer to
Exactly.
actual
Yeah.
AI.
That's right. At that time, you didn't really understand what the whole thing was. It's
Yeah.
like what robots can think and all that. What's this? But now it's happening.
Yeah. So
They copied from Terminator.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, if you hear Elon Musk and all that, he's actually warning about this.
Yeah.
Because I was reading, actually, that's a good point. I was reading an article the other day where they created two AIs, and then the AI started talking to each other, and then basically it started simplifying the language because it felt that the language was too, long-winded. So after a while, it simplified it so much so they could give instructions to each other, and then suddenly the humans couldn't understand what they were saying.
Wow.
So they, wow, it's like so because
That's
they
dangerous.
learned. That's dangerous. So they pulled the plug.
Yeah.
yeah, but they don't.
Oh,
Whoa.
they may be among
very
us,
creepy.
right? Oh no.
Skynet.
Cinema conspiracy theory.
So guys, what are your thoughts on the T800?
T800
Yeah.
from T1.
Yeah. T1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically we're talking about T1, right? Oh my god, man, the T800, especially from the first Terminator, man. Oh my god, he is so scary. He is like he doesn't have any emotion. Like, yeah, he is
That
robot,
itself
right?
is already
Right. He's like he got one mission. One mission is to kill Sarah Connor. That's it. And whoever comes in his way, he will kill every single one. So the T800, basically, he is so horrifying and badass at the same time. Yeah, he's such a badass guy.
That's right.
But I don't want to mess with him. Oh, you don't want to mess with him.
It's like you don't want to
And,
mess. You can't.
I can't. Yeah.
The
that scene-
T800 is actually the first Terminator with actual human tissue wrapped around the endoskeleton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why like you could go back in time because like Terminator rules.
Okay.
Like, you can only go back in time if you have like a living organism or something. That's why you can't bring back like weapons or clothes. So they always come back naked, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And especially in Terminator 1, when that scene where the I think the gas truck exploded, and then we thought, okay, like that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah. And
Then suddenly you see the
Oh my
the
God.
endoskeleton. What's it called again? Endoskeleton. It comes out. The cyborg comes out.
That
Okay,
is so
I mean the special effects doesn't hold up, but it's like, oh my god, it's like
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
so
I,
nice.
you thought that it's dead,
It's
it
like
still
a jump
comes
scare.
out. Yeah, that's right. And then even it gets cut halfway, it can still move its torso, and then
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
it's like right to the end. I'm gonna one mission, like you said, like one mission to actually kill.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Like, how do you beat that kind of Terminator, man? Right, that kind of thing. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them just lucky. Carbius and Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
They are just lucky, man.
See, that's why, I mean, if we jump a little bit to T2, this is why T2 is also really original, because it's like finally there's something else which is actually even more indestructible. It's like, oh wow, when we saw that, it's like,
It's crazy.
it's like you thought
The idea.
T800 is already, so
We'll say that for T2.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. So the movie is basically about T800 being sent back in time to kill Sarah Connor, and Sarah is just this regular
Teenage girl.
person. Yeah. Working at a diner, and living with her best friend and everything, and and suddenly she's been thrown into this
This
whole
chaos.
thing. Yeah. Wait, so let me ask Faiz, what do you think of the Kyle Reese character?
Kyle Reese.
Michael Bean, the good guy.
And he also came back from the past. John Connor sent him back
John Connor sent him back.
to protect. his
I
mother.
like the coincidence of John Connor sending back his own father. that's weird.
It's
That's
planned. It's
That's a
planned.
bit of a paradox, actually.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's like it's Yeah, it's like
That's crazy.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
I'm sending back my dad to make me, and whoa,
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was very weird.
So I remember first time I'm thinking about it, I got a headache.
Actually, it's an interesting, just a fact about that. Not really a fact, lah, but like a conspiracy theory, is that the John's dad is actually not Kyle Reese.
Oh,
It's actually the guy that Sarah was supposed to go on a date with,
oh.
You remember, like, he hang out on
first
her?
one. Okay.
and then she decided to go to the movies, and that's how. Because they were supposed, her and her best friend supposed to go on a double date with her best friend and her boyfriend, right? Yeah, they said it's probably that guy, lah, because it doesn't make sense. That's Kyle Reese. But I don't know.
That's why the whole theory of like time is not linear. It's a loop.
Yeah.
So and then especially like when you watch like Interstellar and all that, they actually expand on this theory. The fact that time is not linear. It's like it could actually come back and. In fact, if you think about it, Interstellar, I really love that show. That also it played a little bit on this, huh? It's like the father was talking to her when she was a little girl. Wow, and all started with Terminator, man. That's why such an influential.
Was it Back to the Future? Was the first one?
Back to the Future came out 1 year after Terminator.
1 year after.
So Back to the Future came
Still
out in
the
1985.
The idea is amazing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's why.
Is it James Cameron who created
create
Terminator? Who
Yeah,
wrote the?
he wrote, written, and directed.
Wow.
I mean, I was reading that he got influenced by a couple of short stories, and apparently the guy that wrote it sued him for taking some of the ideas, and then in the end they gave him a credit sequence in Terminator, and all that. But I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, I guess almost every original idea is borrowed a little bit. But frankly, James Cameron is a genius coming up with this.
Terminator 1.
Very good director.
Very good. Every movie, he just changes the whole.
From Piranha 2, and then Terminator.
That's why.
Terminator 2, and then Avatar.
In fact, in between Terminator and Terminator 2, I was trying to think back. What did he make? He made Aliens. And for me, Aliens is still one of the best movies of all time.
Aliens?
Yeah, it's still one of the best movies of all time, man. Such an
Titanic
amazing.
also, is it?
Titanic is also.
After, right? That was more like what, 2000?
1997.
97. Okay. So, we already talked about the characters. Now let's talk about the actors and actresses that play the characters. So, let me start with Riz. What do you think of Arnold Schwarzenegger as Terminator?
I guess perfect
His
choice.
performance.
He's like what do you call that? That if you try to remember one movie about Arnold, I mean, just like if it's Sylvester Stallone, right? It's either Rambo or Rocky. But for Arnold, he did a lot of shows, Predator and so on, right? But essentially Terminator is him, Conan the Barbarian. But essentially Terminator is his movie. I mean, I couldn't
breakthrough. Right.
I think we were
breakthrough.
Breakthrough was
break
Conan,
up.
but
Breakthrough to the
Terminator
world.
was in terms of like he blew up.
Blew up.
and he could give exactly what was needed. He didn't need like a heavy dialogue and all that, but he just had that face and of course the body and all that, right, to just become an indestructible machine. That's why I remembered, Isan, you were telling about the first choice was what?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson's would have been a different movie. Would have been a completely different movie. I can't imagine.
And then
that.
Arnold was about to play Kyle Reese.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Arnold is about to play Kyle Reese, but he won that role. But he was like complaining to James Cameron about like the T800 is supposed to be like this, supposed to be like that. He cannot reload while reloading. That's why like James Cameron, why would you play T800? Oh, no, I'm not gonna play T800. I'm gonna play the main character, Kyle Reese. Nah. Terminator is the main character. That's why it's called Terminator. So up until then, he is the Terminator. Up until now.
And then you want somebody like Michael Biehn to play Kyle Reese because it's like more vulnerable, and then more realistic kind of thing, and then
not too bulky, right?
Not too bulky,
like superhero or something.
Casual guy, everyday man. And then you can relate to him, right?
Like an army, like a what you call that?
The grunt.
Imagine Arnold and Sarah making John.
Oh, snap! Sarah would be.
Imagine.
Oh my god, man! Sarah. Damn.
Ironically, the reason they didn't go with OJ was because he didn't look like a killer.
Oh.
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
Oh my
Too
god.
much of a baby face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially that
The
type
irony,
of-
man.
The glove didn't fit, huh?
Yeah.
I still think he's innocent, by the way.
Whoa.
You still
But-
think it's
but-
innocent? Alright. Okay.
The glove didn't fit.
Yeah. The glove didn't fit. If it didn't fit,
Sorry.
you have to acquit.
Yeah.
I love that.
OJ, wow, different movie. Man.
Yeah.
Different movie.
Probably wouldn't watch it.
Alright, guess. So, just talk to us about some of the action scenes in the movie.
Action scenes. So
Talk
action.
about the scene in the police station.
Oh my god! I think that is the best scene.
That's the best sequence in the
Yeah.
whole show, right?
Yeah, that's the best scene ever in Terminator 1, man. It's like he's go gun blaze in the police station, and the best thing is the police doesn't know anything about it, so it's like, oh, he's just a human being, so we can put him down quickly.
And they
But
thought it was a terrorist.
The terrorist, man. But it's like, oh my god! But the police, oh my god,
They arrested Kyle Reese. They thought it was crazy, right? They interrogated him. Yeah.
In fact, if you didn't know anything about Terminator and you hear them talk, it does sound crazy, right?
It does sound crazy.
That's why it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
realistic.
yeah. So what about you? Scene.
I like the memorable what do you call sentence? He said, "I'll be back."
back.
Oh, that was so
Became a
nice.
classic.
Yeah.
I thought that he said that in the second one.
Yeah,
The
first
first
one.
one.
First
First
one.
one is there as well.
He was talking to the police when he was sitting down,
I'll be back.
and then with the police car, with his truck, and then he just smashed through. Oh
Then
man,
it comes out and guns blazing.
killed
And it was-
every cop like it
Yeah,
was
it's-
nothing.
I mean, and you can feel that the innocence was actually getting killed, right? So that's why that scene was amazing.
No, a fun fact
Yeah.
that Arnold want to change "I'll be back" to "I will be back."
Why?
He wanted
A
to,
robot wouldn't say "I'll."
yeah,
Oh,
I'll be back. So like for him, it sounds so weird or something. I think he want to change, but James Cameron said like, you don't change my script and I don't change how you act. Something like that, like.
Savage.
oh.
It worked out in the end because
Yeah.
the whole point was trying to impersonate a human being,
Yeah.
make it realistic.
Make it-
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
right.
will say "I will be back."
I will be, and it sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds too robot.
But they say that James Cameron is notoriously difficult to work with. Yeah, so the fact that Arnold holds up, right? Yeah, movie after movie, it shows. I think they have some sort of chemistry there.
So, Riz, what do you think of Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor?
Oh.
In the first one.
Well, I mean, I guess her acting was just normal. Yeah, nothing short about. In fact, I wouldn't say it's a really good performance. Yeah, but she did what she had to, which was actually be the innocent and the innocent wide-eyed person, and it's like caught up with such a big situation. But it was nice to see her transformation because towards the end, you could actually start seeing how she will actually train the leader of the soldiers, and so you could see her. Then hot, and then and then she was actually getting Reese to actually come back up. And I like that part at least.
Very motivational.
Very motivational.
Yeah. Linda, I like the that they picked Linda Hamilton as her. I just don't like that she's so old now. But she aged so badly.
So badly.
Yeah, she looks like she's been smoking cigarettes every day for the past 30 years.
But she has a sickness, but
Sickness, is it?
But then she did buff up and beef up for the movie, isn't she?
For Dark Fate.
For Dark Fate. Apparently spent a year not eating carbs.
Oh, that's well.
Her twin was in the first one as well.
No.
no.
Because I know she was in the second one, right? That's the double. Because she has a twin, looks exactly like her. Yeah, Leslie Hamilton, yeah. She was in the second one, yeah.
Was she the first choice all the time, or I don't know? Was it anyway? Yeah. Well, that's another thing that was revolutionary at the time. James Cameron, you notice he always makes his the hero as women. Yeah, so the women are hero in all his movies. Sigourney Weaver and Aliens. Yeah, and then True Lies. I couldn't remember who was that. And Titanic and so on, right? Yeah, so this one was quite revolutionary, actually, in that sense. Yeah, they got a, I mean, especially at that time, right? 1984. Yeah.
No, I just want to say about what you just said just now about Linda Hamilton. Like, it doesn't. She performed, but she doesn't perform well. That is just show how, what you call that, like for me as an actor, for a director or like producer, you have to take a leap of faith, man. Why? Because like there's no, what you call that, there's no one is like talented, so talented that you can be this one character. Like for
Specific role.
one specific role, because like RDJ as Iron Man, but at the same time there's so many people cast as Iron Man. It's for Marvel, it's a leap of faith to take Iron Man. Now he is the Iron Man. For Linda Hamilton, he doesn't perform well, but that character is so good. She
That's
really
her role.
yeah,
She owns it.
she what you call that? She got that role, and that role is amazing. So that's why she is like, she is what she is right now. So for everyone, like for Arnold too, like his English is not good at all. But
no, which is funny, which is actually perfect for the character. Actually.
Yeah.
that's why.
The fact that his
His
English is not good.
accent.
Then that whole emotionless thing and all that comes in, right? No. It makes it even more scary, actually. If he was able to talk normal, it wouldn't be. Imagine if with an American accent and this and it would have been,
And that's why his voice is so iconic. Like you can never change Arnold's voice, right? He's like, when you hear he talk, he is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right.
Like his voice is very iconic.
Very iconic.
Yeah.
To all the producers out there, man, take a leap of faith, please.
Yeah. I can't see anyone else as Sarah Connor, but Hamilton.
Because that is the like,
she's so
I
good.
don't know, maybe like 100 actress was up for what you call that, Sarah Connor. But that one character goes to Linda Hamilton, and then she is the girl. So yeah.
Another interesting fact. She didn't want to take the role actually in the beginning, because she was like she has concerns of working with Arnold. I don't know why. But and then James Cameron persuaded her, and everything worked well. It's very interesting. I don't know. Because there's a risk of being like typecast in Hollywood, which she didn't want to. And Arnold wasn't like the big star that he became later on, So So
she didn't really manage to get a lot of roles after that. Huh? I can't remember anything else that she actually acted in.
knew her as Sarah Connor, right? That's all.
That's it.
she was married to James Cameron for a while.
Yeah. Heard about that. Huh?
Have a daughter together. I think. That is very interesting. What do you think of Michael Beers as Kyle Reese? Michael Bean. Sorry.
He's such a casual guy.
Yeah, I think very good. Okay, I guess out of the roles, right, he probably was the best. Yeah, I mean, as in terms of acting wise, so he played. He's like he plays that whole grunt. Have lived through hell actually in the future, and then you can actually see it in his face and the way he acts and doesn't trust people and. Yeah, but also again, good heart and then relentless in his mission to actually save the mother, and then I mean you could actually see, even though he's completely no match for the Terminator, but he does his absolute best to effort all the way, and then all the creativity, the pipe bombs and all that,
Like
good stuff.
Kyle Reese, he's like Rambo, but nice.
That's right. So very relatable guy.
Kyle Reese, I just like because he's like he's very human. He's very casual. He's not like Arnold, like a very like when you see him, he's like very angry guy. You would assume that he's angry. He's very grumpy. But like Kyle Reese is just really like good for the role. Very like perfect. He's very casual and like a nice guy, but also he can do the mean face. He can be very serious.
That's right. He's a very good actor. He actually played in another James Cameron movie called The Abyss. You guys have seen it? The Abyss. So the Abyss, he plays a bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah, so you could actually see his range.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously the movie sets up. The end of the movie sets up the sequel, which is about John Connor. Just him fulfilling his destiny as the leader of the human resistance. So let's just straight away cut to the end of the movie where Kyle Reese is dead, T-800 is dead, and now Sarah's all by herself. She goes to the border of Mexico to stop to raise John. That's what I read lah. And on the way she stopped at a petrol station, and there was this kid who took a picture. And that was the picture actually that Kyle brought from the future.
John gave to Kyle.
John gave to Kyle, yeah. And yeah.
So many plots.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But one thing about Kyle Reese is like I like that they picked him because he looks like the kid in T2.
Yeah.
Very good looking, both of them.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize that. Huh?
Yeah. They're very good looking,
Okay, alright.
both of them.
Actually, if you look at, we'll jump a little slightly to T2, right? Actually, the director's cut has a scene with Kyle Reese as well.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
In
the beginning, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Oh.
That's why.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Wow,
No
man.
spoilers.
Yeah. So and then there was a storm. There was a storm coming, right? There was a storm coming, and then she drives off, and that's then the credits start. So let me ask all of you, how would you rate this movie out of 10? Let's start with Faiz.
Oh, 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Amazing. I love it. The story, the action, the plots, the suspense, the characters, the actors, everything. I love all of them.
For me, I think it's about 8 out of 10. I give 8 because maybe the dialogue is like when I saw it, like I haven't watched T1 like up until like last 3 days ago. You know, that's 3 days ago. That's 3 days ago. Yeah.
3 days ago.
I was like, the dialogue is not so nice, but the character is amazing and everything. What else? Huh? What else? Yeah, I think just that.
All right.
That's just that.
I guess for me, I gotta really put it up there. I mean, it's still my favorite of the lot. Yeah, I know I'm in the minority there. I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, maybe just the just
100 out of 10.
100 out of 10.
Perfect movie.
Perfect movie. Yeah. So 9 out of 10. Maybe I guess I guess the effects the special effects don't hold up as much as, so it looks a little cheesy in that sense. But aside from that, right?
It doesn't take you out of it because the story is so good.
Yeah, well, exactly, because it's so original. Yeah. At that time, So I guess it's a little bit unfair to actually penalize them for that.
For me, it's
What
okay
if
for that time.
Exactly. Yeah.
They should have brought the CGI from the future as well.
Oh yeah, they just sent Kyle Reese, man. And then he died. Come on, man, say something else.
No, in fact, George Lucas keeps meddling with the first Star Wars because he didn't like the effects, so he kept on upgrading it and all that. I wish maybe this movie James Cameron can do a little bit of that, but but I guess if you do that, then it's kind of a that's why they spoil. If you were to tinker with it now, it will lose its charm as well. Exactly, yeah. The part, that really got me that time when he cut off his eye and all that. When you look at it now, it's like, oh my god, you can see it's a mask, but still, you can feel it. You just feel it when it's like, and then
what the hell is this?
And then he puts a towel there, and then blood comes out. And it's, oh my god, what is going on?
No, before that happened, do we know, especially at that time, do we know that is a robot?
We didn't.
Yeah,
that was
why.
the best part. Yeah.
That's why it's like
That was
much
like,
more.
so because in the beginning when he takes it out and you see the red, that's the first time you really see what's behind the mask. So it was, oh my god, what is this? Yeah.
But like for us, we could tell because we watched like 2, 3. We know Arno is a robot, but like the first time.
Imagine seeing it for the
Yeah.
first time, right? Whoa.
It's a different experience like watching
Yeah.
it at the time it came out.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Compared to watching it,
Mm-hmm.
like in the
That's-
future, like
That's
watching
right.
back.
But for
What
me,
you saying?
it's like I knew it was a robot, and then when he took the eye out, there was blood. Why does a robot have blood?
Oh, the tissue.
It's a human
Human
tissue,
tissue.
right?
Mm.
Human tissue have blood.
Human tissue have blood. Whoosh.
Yeah. For me, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I think
my gosh.
it was a really
It's okay.
really good movie. It was definitely
Sorry,
one of my favorite movies.
Wow.
And
Of all movies.
yeah,
Not
not the favorite, like one of the favorite.
One of the favorite.
Yeah.
Of all movies.
Yeah, of all movies,
Whoa,
and
man.
I think the reason I give it an 8 because I'm gonna because T2 is my favorite, and I'll give a rating for that later. lah. Yeah.
Actually, what we're here, just which is your favorite James Cameron movie?
James Cameron. Yeah, T2.
For you?
Gus?
For me. Oh, you first.
Me,
Me too.
I think it's got to be Aliens.
Alien.
Yeah, Aliens is.
You gotta watch Aliens again.
Me, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Or you haven't watched.
He has a lot of movies. I haven't watched.
Which alien? Is it
The second
like the
one?
first one? Second one.
I'll tell you the most overrated though. Avatar.
Yeah.
That's the most overrated one.
Yeah, yeah. Avatar, I think, because of the CGI thing, right?
I don't
Yeah.
really like Jennifer Lawrence as Avatar.
Huh? What?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Avatar?
Wait, who was Avatar?
No,
No, the chick.
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana, yes, yeah.
Zoe Saldana.
Who's Joey Susanna?
The Guardian of the Galaxy girl.
Oh wait,
You should watch this.
wait.
The Abyss.
Wow.
Why?
No wait, I was
No, not all of these are his director.
Oh really? No, this one I really like this one.
True Lies?
True Lies, yeah. Arnold as well.
That was another.
He looks good in that.
But that came out after T2.
And that
Yeah.
poster, I like it.
So this came out. See, in between Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, he does Aliens and he does The Abyss. And The Abyss, we'll talk about this in T2.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So that's the review.
Okay.
Now is time for trivia.
Alright. Do you know about this?
Yeah. At the end
You
of
wanna explain?
every episode,
Okay.
after we review the movie, we have a trivia.
Trivia, okay.
Yeah.
On the movie itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
All right.
I've
You
lost
guys ready?
twice in a row already.
You guys know your Terminator knowledge. Good.
Give me some sense, okay?
Right. Okay. Who grabs the pen first?
Oh,
Guess
crap.
answer. Hey. Be fair, okay?
Oh!
Alright.
Flash.
T1 trivia questions. Let's go. Question 1. What is the year that T800 and Kyle Reese came from?
Oh my god.
Shit.
2029.
Correct.
Oh my god.
One
Oh
point.
my
1
God.
point to Reese. Question 2. What is the name of Sarah's friend?
Oh, I don't know what.
Justice.
Wrong.
I don't know.
Anybody?
Sarah's friend.
Sophia.
Infinity.
Okay, give a hint. Starts with the G.
Gina.
Jamie.
Anybody knows?
Joanna.
No.
Genevieve.
Yeah, enough. It's Ginger.
Yeah.
Alright.
Forgettable character.
So there's a scene in the movie where Sarah was hiding from Kyle because she didn't know who he was at the time, and the T800 was also going inside the club. What is the name of the club?
Shit. I don't know about that.
It's an 80s name.
The Mat.
Starts with a T.
The Tracks.
It's not there. It's one word.
Any hint?
Nah, it's too easy because it's one word. So
One word.
can't
Craps. Track.
think of 80s music genre.
I'm not from the
don't
80s.
But you watch Stranger Things, right?
Oh, yeah, he
I
did.
never even
You
watched.
guys remember the scene, right?
Yeah,
Remember
I
the scene?
remember the scene, but I forgot about the club.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Anybody knows?
No.
It's Tech Noir.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh my
How
god.
the hell gonna? It's crazy.
Man, I tried to make this trivia as easy as
This is not easy.
This is very hard.
okay, this is the easiest one. If nobody can answer this, I don't know. Okay. What is Sarah's son's name gonna be?
John Connor. John Connor.
1 point to guess.
That's messed up.
Okay.
See the pen.
All right. Okay. According in the Terminator universe, what is the date of the Judgment Day?
Oh man.
2032.
No. It's
2019.
It's early.
No.
2021.
1997.
Yep. 2 points for Riz.
Oh my god.
Specifically 29th August 1997.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. Why don't you say it? Okay. All right. Last one. What was Sarah's job in the movie?
Working in a diner.
Correct.
Oh my
1.5 is.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do a couple more questions.
I love it.
This is good. I got a few more questions.
About the T1.
Yeah, about T1. Yeah, T1. Okay. What is the T800 made of?
Oh, what is it made of?
Just grab the pen.
Endoskeleton robot.
Covered with.
Human tissue.
You helped him.
Yes.
Oh my god.
2 points for guess. Okay.
What's in my notes?
Or half.
It was. Half.
No, I'm kidding.
All right. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I have any more questions. Is it a tie? I don't know. All right. How many police officers did the T800 kill in the movie?
Oh my
36.
god.
No. No, sorry. In the police station.
Police station.
That is
I don't know,
crazy.
18.
That is close.
Close. 19.
That is close.
15.
Close.
Higher, lower.
16.
Close.
20.
17.
It's 2
He
points
didn't-
each.
He didn't even know.
Yeah, so
You can't be.
who gets another one wins.
Oh, tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. Okay, let's give it easy
Damn,
one.
how do you
Who,
count that?
who was the actor that hit?
All right. Last one easy lah.
Come on, man.
What is the name of the director of T1?
James Cameron.
Oh, 3 points for Gas, and Gas wins the T1 trivia.
Before you accept the prize, you have to spell Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
Oh.
oh man,
Times in a row.
yeah, he's really good at this.
Good at taking the pen. That's all.
Yeah, the strategy is take the pen first and then think of the answer.
So next time you got to do, if you take the pen and you don't know,
Yeah.
you minus a point.
Maybe like 10 seconds or something like that. Yeah.
Alright.
Minus a point.
5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, minus a point. You can answer
Minus a
immediately.
Oh.
Minus a point.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you have 0, it's -1.
Here, man.
I guess we.
But they can see what you did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. So that is our T1 review, and with that, see you next time, guys.
Alright.
Bye. See you.
Bye bye. Like and subscribe.
It was a pleasure to be a guest today.
And follow our socials at the F.I.G podcast.
Hooah.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Hooah.